Hey guys, this is Rachel from Cypress Textiles, and today we're going to be making the Eucalyptus square from the 2018 VVCAL reboot. So let's get started. I've got my Shape Just soft one, a slip knot and chain 3, and slip stitch in the third chain from the hook to make a ring. And in the ring, we're going to single crochet, chain 3, and then single crochet, chain 5. Super easy repeat there, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet, chain 5. Okay, so now my first round is finished, and I've got my chain 5 on the hook. And I'm just going to slip stitch in the first single crochet to join my round. Okay, first we're going to slip stitch into the first chain of this chain 3 space. All right, so find your first chain and make a slip stitch in it. And then you can make your beginning DC, which is a single crochet and a chain 1. And then chain 3, 3 DC in the same space, all right, so just got that, and then you can chain 1 before you single crochet in the top of your chain 5 space. All right, now we're going to chain 1 again, and now we're at our chain 3 space where we will make 3 double crochet, chain 3, and another 3 DC for the corner. All right, and then we're back to we're actually in our repeat now. So you make your 3 DC, chain 1, single crochet in the top of the chain 5 space, chain 1, and then you're at your corner, 3 DC, chain 3, 3 DC. All right, my first round is done, and I'm ready to slip stitch into the chain of the beginning DC. So just go into that chain, just grab the front loop only, then put your hook through, make your slip stitch, and make sure you don't tighten up too much on that slip stitch. Okay, so now we're ready to go to round 3, where all we're going to do in this chain space is go straight into making 5 single crochets. 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to chain 3 and make, in this chain space right here, this chain 1 space, make 2 single crochet. Then chain 5. And then in the next chain 1 space, make 2 single crochet again, then chain 3, and that's our repeat. So next we're going to jump straight into that corner with 5 single crochet again. All right, so I'll see you guys just in a sec when I finish that. Alrighty, now my round is finished, and I've gone ahead and joined with the slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round. So that round is done, and we're ready to start with round 4 with a slip stitch in the first. See how I've joined in the first single crochet? So we're going to slip stitch in the second one here, the second SC of round 3 with a slip stitch. Make sure you make that slip stitch nice and loose so it lays over the stitch and kind of becomes the top of it. And then in this center stitch here, we're going to go straight into making a beginning DC. So we're going to go straight into a single crochet. You don't need to slip stitch into it or anything. Just go straight into your single and then your chain. Now we're going to chain 3 for the corner. And in that same stitch, 2 DC. Okay, and then we will chain 3, then single crochet in this chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space, same thing, chain 3, next chain space, and then when you chain 3 this time, you're going to go into your corner, which is, so find your third single from this corner. 1, 2, 3, that's the corner. Make 2 double crochet, chain 3 for your corner chain space, and 2 more double crochet in that same stitch. Okay, and next we would go straight into our chain 3 again. So here's how your round is looking so far. Alrighty, I'm at the end of the round now, and I put another DC into that first corner to finish it. Now I'm going to join with the slip stitch in the top of this beginning DC. And now we're ready to work straight into our chain space. So I'm going to slip stitch in the first chain, make a beginning DC, and chain 2 this time for the corner. Now make 3 DC in the same corner chain space. Okay, so that's our first corner there. And then 3 DC in the next chain space. Okay, and then in the next chain space, you're going to make 3 single crochet. Then single crochet into this SC right here. Okay, 3 singles in the next chain space, 3 double crochet now in the next chain space, and then we're at our corner. So 3 DC, chain 2, 3 DC. All right, so that's how our side is going to look. Okay, so here's how this round looks after it's all done, with a little bit of easing everything into position. You will notice it might be a little bit wonky, for lack of a better term, at first, but once you start kind of easing everything into position, it gets to be this pretty lacy square. So I'm at the very beginning of my round here, and I put 2 double crochet in my first corner so that it's complete. And all I need to do is join with the slip stitch into the beginning DC. And now I'm ready for my final round. So I'll make 3 single crochet in the corner, and then just single crochet in all of the stitches across. And this will get us to our 88 single crochet stitch count. All right, so I'll see you guys when I'm finished with that, putting this last round on. Okay, so I'm done with my final round, and here's how my square looks when it's complete. I've already joined the last round and cut my tail. I joined into the first single crochet of the round with a slip stitch, and now I'm ready to weave my tail. So I'm just going to go in from the back to front through both loops of the stitch to the left of the joining stitch, pull the tail to the back. Now you've got your slip stitch over your joining stitch there. Now insert the hook back to front through the back loop only of the stitch to the right of the joining stitch, and every stitch after that you're just going to go back to front through back loop only and pull your tail to the back of the work. And this way you don't have to weave the ends when you're all done. You can do them as you go, and if you want you can just leave a little bit of the tail exposed. So if you're going to edge your squares, you can work back over it this way if you would like a little bit of extra security, or if you're going to join your squares together, you can always just join over this or weave it in the rest of the way. It won't come out either way, but that is the end of our square. So that is the eucalyptus square, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy crafting, y'all.